Hello and welcome once again to We Move with Super Eagles, a program which prepares you for Africa's biggest tournament in Cameroon come 2022. The program is brought to you by the official communications partners of Nigeria's national teams, most especially the Super Eagles, MTN. My name is Tolu Shotade. With me, I've got the regular guys. Bada Kisude Johnson is here, as always. Bada, bad news for Nigeria. There might be no Victor Osimhen at the Nations Cup.
It's a blow to the face. Very hard pill to swallow, to be honest. We're pinning our hopes for goals on this guy. Unfortunately, very, very innocuous challenge. He gets injured. I could have sworn he'll be back the following week. We're here 3 months, absolutely gutted. But then, what do? We move.
Nothing. We move. All right. Osereme, Igbena Inedbenebo joins us also. And Ose, you didn't feel too bad, did you? We've got a lot of other options, don't we?
Yeah, we've got a plethora of talents, but I mean, with Victor Osimhen, I remember the very first episode we had, I was hammering on how important he is to the squad. So we'll definitely feel the blow, but we'll bounce back.
We've got in God we trust, don't we? I knew that was going to crack you up. All right, so we'll take a break. When we come back, we've got a special guest on the show today. We'll keep that on the wraps for now. So we'll take a break. It's still We Move with Super Eagles. And when we come back, we'll get things started.
As we sign this 3-year renewable contract, becoming the exclusive official communication partner to Nigeria Football Federation, we're truly excited about the opportunity that this presents to all of us.
We are very, very excited about this because it's something that has been on for a very, very long time. We believe in carrying out our culture of sustainable football development. We need brands that are super. We need brands that test the test of time, that go through the teeth of Nigeria's system, and that brand is MTN.
There's a marriage taking place here today. The king of telecommunications in this country is marrying the king of sports, football.
I feel particularly elated about this collaboration because, as always, for growth and progress to happen, it comes to partnerships, the type that we're entering today.
International football is back, and our darling Super Eagles are on the match again, this time against Cape Verde in the World Cup qualifier. Last time both teams met, well, the Super Eagles labored to a 2-1 win and took a Victor Osimhen late strike to get all 3 points. But this time, the team has been fortified with the return of Alex Iwobi from Everton, Wilfred Ndidi, the Wilfred General from Leicester, and of course, the dazzling, electrifying Samuel Chukwueze from Villarreal. With these fortifications and with the dynamic passion of the Lagos fans right behind them, expect nothing less than an all-out win for the Super Eagles. Personally, I'm going for a 3-0 victory. What about you? Join us again on MTN. We Move with the Super Eagles for more reviews, live interviews, and so much more. And never forget, this is Nigeria, where football lives.
Welcome back. It is still We Move with Super Eagles. Remember, it's proudly brought to you by MTN, the official communications partners of Nigeria's national teams, most especially the Super Eagles. The guys are still here. But we've got a special guest on the show today, and MTN recently organized an online football commentary competition. And we've got the winner of that competition right here with us on today's edition of the show. Please put your hands together for Mr. Magic. All right, great to have you, Mr. Magic. You've been part of the conversation today. It was commentaries, right?
Yeah, analysis of the game with Nigeria and Cape Verde, my view of the game and what I expected, the outcome, prediction.
You feel like we should feel threatened, like he's probably going to come and take our spots on the show. All right, we'll keep you there for a while. Let's quickly talk about the biggest issue that came up around the Super Eagles in the last few days. But it has to be that Victor Osimhen, who probably is, Ose called him the best striker in the Italian Serie A, is injured barely a few weeks to the start of the African fiesta.
Yeah, when you get a facial injury like that, cheekbone fracture,
For the layman, he's broken his
face,
cheek.
and he
It's
doesn't
okay.
kick the ball with his
You don't
face,
play
does he?
football with your cheek, do you?
Yeah, but that's one of the most sensitive parts of the human body. And there's no way you play football in close proximity with other people who are running all over the place that your face doesn't, get hit every now and then. The ball will get crossed. You'd have to head it. You don't want a player who's really, really so conscious of the fact that he doesn't want to get hit on the football pitch. So even though it's not his legs, it's a very, very, significant part of his body, and there's no risk in it. They say he's going to be out for 3 months. Even if it's 2 months, still will be too late for him to be a part of the party. So he's definitely sitting this one out. A big miss, like I said, very tough one for Nigeria, because you look at how he's played and the goals he's scored and the rate at which he's been scoring for the Super Eagles, you feel like he was waiting to officially announce himself
At the big tournament.
And this one was waiting for his arrival. And for that to happen on the eve of the tournament, he must be gutted. And we are gutted equally, because we know that the team has been struggling to create chances. He's been starved of supplies, yet he's fed on scraps and is still, made things happen for us.
All right.
So going into the tournament without him then means that, the coach has to figure out who leads the line, because that was a foregone conclusion. We all knew the first name on the sheet from a striking department.
Yeah.
Now they've got to figure out who carries our hopes from a striker's standpoint at the tournament.
All right, so the conversation has now moved from Victor Osimhen being the number one striker for the Super Eagles to who will replace Victor Osimhen at the African Fiesta. Mr. Magic, let me go with you. And now that we know that Victor Osimhen is almost assuredly not going to be at the African Fiesta, what are the options for the Super Eagles?
Well, the good thing is the striking department is actually the Super Eagles' strongest department. There's a plethora of options available to the coach, and it now depends on who's going to suit whatever playing pattern the coach decides to adopt. Top of the list is most likely going to be Paul Onachu, the gang striker. He had a fantastic season last season, scored 33 goals.
Doesn't do anything for the Super Eagles, though.
Yeah, so Paul Onachu is likely going to be the top choice. But then besides Paul Onachu, there's a host of other strikers. There's Sadiq Umar from Almeria in Spain, very good young striker, similar age to Victor Osimhen. And he has a good record in Spain as well. And there's also upcoming Terem Murphy from Lorient in France, who, is had a few games with the Super Eagles and looks like something we can look forward to in the future.
All right, so we now know that Victor Osimhen will not be playing for the Super Eagles almost assuredly at that African Fiesta next year. But let's look at what he had to say the last time he was in competitive action for the Super Eagles. Have a listen.
Hold on. I hear you.
Okay, how does it feel? I mean, he won the match. Everybody was praising you because of your performance.
Feels good. I think, of course, Cape Verde, they are not an easy team. We know what happened in the first. No, they push Ruma like that. No. No, push like that. Sorry. I think it's good, the first leg wasn't easy. And of course, we know how they play, and we know they have quality players in their team. And it's important to be at the top of our game to get this kind of result to qualify to the final round. And I'm really happy about this.
When you scored that goal, and of course, man of the match, how do you feel about it? And your teammate partnership with Ronaldo was kind of exclusive, very important.
Feels good. It's a blessing to be playing alongside him. He's someone that I really love a lot, and I got some inspiration from him. And of course, before the game, he psyched the whole players up, which is the most important thing coming from a senior player. And I'm really happy he's in our squad, and to be able to give us this confidence in which we need. I think I'm really happy about this. Kudos to them. I think for me, it's a dream come true. I watch a lot of Nigerian players being chanted, their name being chanted in a stadium in Nigeria, and to be able to hear this feeling, I think it's a great one for me and my family. And of course, kudos to the whole team, because I cannot do this alone, and I want to say congratulations to the team.
All right, so there were big words from Victor Osimhen. Unfortunately, he didn't know after that game that he wouldn't be part of the Super Eagles team to the African Fiesta. Some very, very silly behavior, if you put it that way, from the
The
I don't know if it was an NFL
official.
official, but he was wearing a tag, meaning he officially was where he was supposed to be, but not the most savory thing to do. But kudos to Osimhen, though. He put him in his place very quickly.
Yes, and you saw a lot of officials do that to journalists, and it's not even about being female. Like he said, don't push a woman that way. It's not even about being female. Like you shouldn't even treat anybody like that. And I actually feel like these officials need to be called to order and they need to be cautioned. But I mean, Osimhen is just a sweetheart. I've loved him ever since the day he wished me a happy birthday from my last birthday. He actually sent a video, so I've loved him since then. He didn't send any of us video. I don't know. So he's lovable, and I'm so gutted that he won't be at the African tournament next year.
Mr. Magic, before I let you go, Super Eagles are heading to the African Fiesta next year. We've talked about their chances on the show, but they'll get from you because you probably won't be here next week. What do you think the chances are going into the African Fiesta?
It's the Super Eagles, it's Nigeria. No matter what happens, our spirit always comes true. And, we get to surprise people. I know it's looking a bit like we're not at the best, at the top of our game right now, but come that tournament, you're going to see the Super Eagles perform.
Oh, my God. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Magic. We'll take a break. And when we come back, it is still We Move with Super Eagles.
We move with Super Eagles, brought to you by MTN, the official communication partners and sponsors of the Super Eagles. My name is Victor Godfrey. I am with the beautiful Precious, who is a super fan of the Super Eagles. How are you, Precious?
I'm fine, thank you.
I know you're fine. You have to tell us.
Oh.
I'm just joking with you. Obviously, you're fine. And you look good, I must add, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, real quick. Who is your favorite current Super Eagles right now as we speak?
Iheanacho all the way.
Oh my God, you're a fan of Super Kells. Senior man, Iheanacho. Okay, that's good. Now, so before we go on the show, right, you are going to sing, just to let you know. But before we even get to that, how about we ask you this? Do you think you can win the competition in Cameroon next year?
Definitely, we are winning.
Are you that confident?
Very, very confident. I'll pray.
Oh, okay, well. Yeah, we go. Do that. All right, now before you go, are you ready? You have to sing a favorite Super Eagles fan song. Are you ready?
Okay. To show that we're definitely going to win,
yeah.
I think I'll sing this. Winner, oh, winner, oh, winner, Super Eagles, you don't win, oh, winner.
Thank you so much, Precious, for your time. You've been amazing. All right. One of our top strikers, Victor Osimhen, is injured. Who do you think is going to replace him, or who do you think is best to replace him?
In my mind, I'm having two people.
Oh, okay.
Iheanacho and Igalo.
Two.
So, Iheanacho, if you check his record from last season to this time, the guy is doing well. Actually, he's doing well. Like Leicester, they are enjoying the guy now. And I believe he can be of use for Nigeria Super Eagle. But the second person, that is Igalo.
Yeah.
If you look at it thoroughly, you see that he's very good and his experience counts a lot. Basically, I'm talking based on past experience. He's our last goal scorer.
Yes,
our last. So okay, two of them are okay, but to me, I will just, if I'm being asked, I'll just take two of them.
That lets you chat, call, read, play, and listen to music. Enjoy Ayoba with MTN. Download Ayoba now.
All right, welcome back. We move with Super Eagles, proudly brought to you by MTN. I've got the guys here still with me. We go to Team Focus next as we continue to look at the teams that will be competing at the African Fiesta come next year. So Guinea may not be one of Africa's biggest footballing playing nations, but they have made a splurge in African football in the past. They haven't won the African tournament before, but guys, they are one team that will probably not go all the way, but are capable of stopping one of the teams we think might go all the way from going all the way.
Yeah, they always come into the tournament under the radar, but with a few bright stars that can seize the stage and produce moments of magic and the odd surprise results. Since the days of Titi Camara, they haven't exactly produced a team good enough to play consistently at a high level. In the mid-90s, they had that. You would want to go to Conakry and have to think twice about how to beat the Silly National or the Silly Stars, as they call them. But it's within their ranks. If you've got players like the Liverpool player, Naby Keita, and a couple other decent players playing in Europe, and usually, with their local clubs, they have decent players that, like I said, fly under the radar, but on their day can be very, very difficult. Physical team, the strongest unit usually is in midfield. Attack, they really don't score a lot of goals.
All right, let's look at the group they're in. They're in Group B at the African Fiesta. They're grouped alongside Senegal, Guinea, Zimbabwe, and Malawi. Looks like an easy group for Senegal. But for Guinea, they should be able to get past Zimbabwe and Malawi.
Most likely, because even if you look at the FIFA rankings, the top, these are the two teams. But I think Senegal will be the final bus stop when they meet Senegal. That is definitely the end. But they will go as far as they can. They've got the players, they've got Naby Keita, they've got Florentin Pogba as well. So midfield is great, not that many goal scorers. So they'll go as far as they can go.
We'll be back after this break.
What's the difference between regular data and MTN data? I'll show you. With regular data, you get this. But with MTN data, you get moved right into the action like this. And this. And this. And this. With MTN data, you don't just get more, you experience more. Need loads of data to live your dream? Turn it up on MTN, the reliable data network.
Until we move with Super Eagles, powered by MTN. Now it's that time of the show where we catch crews while winning freebies courtesy MTN. Now the freebie, of course, is not for me, it's not for Tolu, neither is it for Bada. Sorry about that. It's for our lovely, beautiful, and ever vibrant audience. Give yourselves a round of applause. So today's game is not so simple, but you can't crucify me. I don't make the rules, I don't set the games. So all you need to do is find your way to the ball, place it on that bottle, and ferry to the finish line. Upon completion of the task, we've got freebies for you, courtesy MTN. So who will my lucky two contestants be today? Don't be shy, come on guys. You have to represent MTN. You're putting on a yellow t-shirt to stand up. Even if you don't raise your hand, I'll pick you. And we'll have the lady in black as well. So, to the front, please. Okay. So you can just find your way beside the ball. Okay. So, quite simple, even though I say so myself. So who goes first? Ladies first, okay. So all you need to do is just stay with the ball, right, on the bottle, make it steady as possible, and then find your way to the finish line. But we don't have all day, so you want to be as fast as possible. Yeah. No, you can't do that. All right, let's go. Don't touch the ball. Let's go. This reminds me of the game we played last episode. The art of concentration. Let's go. I'm sorry, you can't start again. And that's it. Done. Thank you. Make me proud, make me proud. Show off. This reminds me of Badger. First of all. All right, let's go. You can't touch the ball again. Let's go. Thank you. So just leave that there. Thank you so much. Thank you. Give him a round of applause. He tried. Okay, so because I'm super nice, we can have 2 more contestants. So you've been looking like you want to try. All right, let's go. And we'll have the man whose voice was super loud saying yes. Let's go. You guys are chopping up. Okay. All right, so this way. What are you doing? You're trying to, okay, all right, no problem. So, you know how it works. Let's go. I really, really want to give out a goodie bag today, so please. No, you can't use 2 hands, 1 hand. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Thank you. Bring the ball this way. You don't want her to try. It's just 1 goodie bag. Even if you're the only one that wins, we'll just still give you 1. Put it here. All right, the lady. Let's go. I'm sorry. So we have our winner. You can make your way back to you. Say thank you. So this is for you, courtesy MTN. What do you have to say to MTN?
Thank you so much. I want to appreciate MTN, and I feel so excited to win this.
So if we invite you to the studio, come again?
Definitely.
All right, thank you. Make your way back to your seat. All right, so that, of course, has been our Game On segment. Remember, the conversation and the fun doesn't end here in the studio. It continues across our social media platforms. That's at MTNNG on Instagram. YouTube and Facebook is at MTN Nigeria. So from me, it's bye for now. Tolu, over to you.
That wasn't difficult. I do that almost on the norms, almost every day. Balance harder things than balls.
Yeah, with my eyes closed. That's why they don't let us do it.
Nah, they'll be out of bags by now at MTN. All right, remember, you can watch a rerun in case you're just joining us. You go to YouTube, that is at MTN Nigeria, and you can watch previous episodes of We Move with Super Eagles, as well as this current episode. And if you want to be like Mr. Magic, go to the MTN page on Instagram, that is at MTNNG, to partake in all those MTN challenges. And you could be here live in the studio with us as we record We Move with Super Eagles. So, but apart from the bad news about Victor Osimhen, still looks like the Super Eagles are getting ready for the fiesta.
Yeah, a lot is changing very fast too, ahead of the tournament. The only comfort that the fans at home, the viewers, can take is that whatever goes down will give them the lowdown right here.
Wow, he said the lowdown. All right, so that's the show for today. My name is Tolu Shodade. Hope you had fun. We'll catch you guys next time.
If it don't close, I go find another. If I fall down, I go try to cover. If it ever walk me, I know they bother. Cause I believe, say, I go surely prosper. You know that I say won't be.